Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the DeKalb Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for this Monday, January 5th, 2026. Could we start with the roll call, please?
Philibom.
Here.
O'Flaherty. Here. Wright.
Here.
McMahon. Chair Maxwell.
Here.
Quorum present.
Thank you very much. We'll move to the approval of the agenda. If there are any additions or deletions, if not, I will ask for a motion to approve.
So motioned?
So moved by Philibom. May I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Wright. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. We'll go to the minutes of December 15th, 2025. Again, if there are any additions or deletions. If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
So moved by O'Flaherty. May I have a second? Seconded by Wright. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. This is the public participation portion. If there's anyone that has anything that they would like to speak to that is not on the agenda, you could come forward now. If not, we will move to new business. We have a public hearing, a petition by JJK 343 LLC for approval of the annexation rezoning concept plan, preliminary development plan for a travel center and building elevations, and a final plat of subdivision for approximately 114 acres of property located at the southeast corner of Peace Road and Fairview Drive. The requested zoning map amendment would change the zoning of the subject property after annexation from the SFR1 single-family residential district to the PD1 Planned Development Industrial District to accommodate the industrial and commercial business park anchored by a travel center, including a gas station and convenience store. I believe this has been requested to be moved, but
the
Mr.
applicant-
Saucer, would you like to?
Yeah, the
I'm sorry,
applicant, Jerry
Mr.
Krasinski,
Sorry.
wanted to make the request.
Good evening. I'm Jerry Krasinski from the Chicago West Business Center. Address is 2107 Swift Drive, Oak Brook, Illinois. And yes, thank you. We obviously were planning on moving forward and requesting the annexation and the approval here this evening, but we've run into a couple of delays because of the holidays in terms of pulling together a few of the additional items for our formal presentation. So we would like to request a continuation to be added to the next planning and zoning meeting so that we can come prepared with all of the background information, images, things of that nature, and I think be a little more complete at that point. So with your approval, we'd like to request an extension.
Thank you, Mr. Krasinski. Do we have a staff report?
And the city staff supports the continuation. There's a short memo there with a recommended motion, a date, place, and time for the next hearing on the 20th. So whoever makes the motion, this should read that right from the report there.
Okay, thank you. We do have a request for a speaker. Again, what I would emphasize is if there's
That's for the next one.
oh, sorry, I thought it was this one. If there's no one else that would like to speak to it this evening, then I would ask for a motion to approve the continuance.
I'll make the motion. I move that the Planning and Zoning Commission continue the public hearing for the Chicago West Business Center Region 4 DeKalb Commerce Center Pilot Travel Center to the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting on Tuesday, January 20th, 2026 at 6 p.m. at the DeKalb Public Library, 309 Oak Street in the Yasunis Meeting Room.
So moved by O'Flaherty. May I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Philibom. May I have a roll call, please?
Philibom.
Yes.
O'Flaherty.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Chair Maxwell.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Second order of business we have is a preliminary final development plan and final plat approval of a preliminary final development plan and final plat for 145 Fisk Avenue by Mr. John Saucer. Do we have a presentation?
Good evening. So it's been a little while, but essentially, if you think back, not really as much has changed. We're redeveloping the existing old building, and really just some minor changes that have happened have just really been due to the city staff or department's requests as far as meeting city codes and so forth. We've got two garages for residents, tenants that are located along the Sycamore Road, or closer to the Sycamore Road side. And we've added a kind of a pergola patio on the back side of the building, kind of for, residents to enjoy and relax and have a place to socialize. And as far as that, really just kind of dealing with the access for the fire department and engineering for, curb and gutter and water and landscaping, so.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Saucer. Do we have a staff report?
Yes, as John said, this has been reviewed before. Back in 2022, most of you, except Tom, were on the commission. I remember this project. It was rezoned to the Planned Development Residential District. The old St. Mary's Hospital intended to accommodate 32 residential apartments inside. The accessory use is approved. A preliminary development plan was approved with that. The preliminary plan approved back then is shown here. Not much has changed on it. There's been a few changes that John mentioned. They had access right in, right out onto Sycamore Road and an access onto Fisk 2, parking lot in the back. A couple areas for garages. Some landscaping was proposed around the perimeter of the site. There were some waivers regarding, approved at the time, for the buffer yards, landscape quantities, et cetera. There was a requirement in that ordinance that a final development plan for our UDO be submitted, approved within 2 years. That did not happen. The applicant did not request an extension of time on the site. There were some issues on the property with securing the vacant building, which were addressed. The council did conduct a hearing in the summer, July, regarding the possible repealing of the zoning on the site back to the neighboring commercial district that it was before. That decision was continued several times while the applicant put together a more detailed plan, a final plat, which is part of this too, and did submit that in early December. So on December 8th, the council, in their motion to approve an ordinance repealing the PDR zoning, that failed. So the PDR zoning stays with the site. So they're getting a preliminary development plan reapproved. A final development plan is a little more detail on it, and a final plat. It's a one-lot subdivision shown on it. They did meet with the fire department last month, and the access into the site or around certain areas in the parking lot were made a little bit easier for trucks to maneuver around, so this area was modified a little bit. Right in, right out was better defined. There on Sycamore Road, it's pushed, of course, further away from the intersection. There's a future possibility of Sycamore Road being redesigned with their intersection with North First Street, so they'll have to comply with that and fit into that design, but it'll be right in, right out there. And they submitted a plat, a more detailed landscape plan was submitted. They're going to, plans that are on your desk tonight that were submitted this morning, address a few issues. They're going to add a 6-foot-high privacy fence next to some neighbors to the east to make sure that there's a solid fence along there. Several of the neighbors already have a fence up, so this one will fill that kind of gap in. There they have a landscape plan 2, which was the one on your desk. They added some additional plantings to meet the UDO. We still have to review that as a staff, but so the plans have been reviewed. There's a lighting plan 2 that meets the UDO, and we'd recommend approval of the preliminary and final development plan and final plat, subject to staff comments being addressed before any building permits issued or the recording of the final plat. And that's the sample motion that is prepared.
Okay, thank you,
And we
Dan.
did have, I think, one, not a hearing, but gentlemen, you have the name. Wanted
Yes, we have one person that requested to
perhaps
speak.
ask a question.
Mr. Nathan Brooks, would you step forward, please?
Thank you for taking my question. I just had a quick question on the rooftop patio on the east side of the building. Back in 2022, that butts up against my house, and I know that sometimes drawings are a little bit fluid. Is that patio going to be put in place?
That is not. I
Okay.
think the architect was a little ambitious with their initial renderings, and so there won't be a rooftop patio there.
Okay, that's all my questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan. Okay, with that, I'll close the public hearing and open it up to comments and questions from the commission. I'm excited to see the project back again.
Yeah. Yeah, because, what exactly changed from the last time to this time? I mean, the fence, the garages were always going to be there. That little bit of fence that you just mentioned. The rooftop thing is, it sounds like that's going away, but you're
Correct.
going to have a ground level pergola where there was a garage?
Well, the garage was always going to be demolished. I think
Yeah.
it was either just open or really undefined.
Okay.
So we just kind of defined it a
Made like a
little
little
bit,
space.
a little bit more correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so not really hardly anything has changed, just
Yeah,
really
and
more
then-
fine tuning.
I'm guessing that the landscaping plans are, this is the main outline, but those will be tweaked.
Yeah, the ones were the comments, and he did submit revised ones this morning, and that's what you have in front
Okay,
of you. So
yeah.
there's additional landscaping on there. We have to go through it, but it looks like they meet all the requirements. And the parking lot was modified here. This island was cut back so the fire trucks could get around a little bit better, but basically it's the same
But I mean, it's
layout.
the same footprint, it's
Yeah.
just the
It's not
gunk in
any
the middle
closer to
is-
the homes, it's the same
Okay.
setbacks.
Okay.
and, Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the only differences I saw. Any other questions?
Yeah.
No? If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion. I move that the Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of preliminary and final development plan and final plat for the property at 145 Fisk Avenue per the plans in Exhibit A, and submit to all staff comments being addressed prior to issuance of a building permit and recording of the final plat.
So moved by Wright. May I have a second?
I second.
Second by O'Flaherty. Could I have a roll call, please?
Fellows,
Yes.
O'Flaherty,
Yes.
Bright,
Yes.
Chair Maxwell.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Do we have a staff report for next week?
Not
next
much.
meeting?
Next meeting course, Tuesday,
Mhm.
20th, here in the library with the continued hearing. That's the only items on the agenda at this time. We handed out the schedule of meetings for 2026, so we emailed those out too. But take a look through those, particularly those Tuesday meetings that pop up on holidays. And as we get towards the end of the year, as always, we'll let you know, we have some meetings occasionally during budget time at the police department, but that's down the road a little bit, so
Okay.
that's all.
All right. Anything else? Anyone? If not, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved by Wright. Second?
I second.
Second by O'Flaherty. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.